There is not one single emotion that we express that doesn't have its purest essence from the Creator. So, if you can imagine pride in its purest form from our Creator God, it would be heard and felt in God's statement at the end of every day of creation. And God saw everything that was made, and God found it to be good. The joy that God must have at seeing creation thrive and prosper has to be a joy-filled experience. But I sometimes wonder, do we see things as God does? I have to go back in my mind and remember a time when I was the happiest, and it was at a rock concert. I was a member of the Phoenix Boys Choir, and two of the alumni formed a band called Mr. Mister. They invited the choir to join them in singing some of their songs. So we were all on stage as they sang. I remember being so taken with the fact that the songs I heard on the radio, take these broken wings and learn to fly again, learn to live so free. It was being sung right in front of me. And I was on stage with the people who created it. And I was so in awe. The final song of the night was Kyrie eleison. And if you can imagine, I was on such a high that night. I didn't want to leave the stage. We shuffled off the stage like little kittens, just amazed at what happened. Later that night when I was at home, I was going over all the events in my head, and I remember telling myself, I don't want to go to sleep. And I was crying, literally crying. I didn't want that day to end. This overwhelming joy, I believe, has its origin in God, and it was very good. Now, imagine humility. What does it look like to you? For most people, humility is something that is to be avoided. Humility feels like shame, self-abasement, and the idea of lowered self-esteem. Yes, some consider this to be humility. Now, I would ask you to reconsider. Reconsider that humility is so much more like letting go and experiencing something fully without labels, of releasing preconceived wants and just waiting, not knowing everyone, but wanting to belong and share. This is why humility is better than a gift given, because it makes you open to others. Humility offers us a way to experience life anew, especially when we realize that there is so much to learn, and that each moment can be a portal to new wisdom gained. When we release our wants and become immersed in the experience of another person, losing our own preconceptions and opening ourselves to know people in an intimate way, that's humility. Have you ever gotten to know someone over the course of a few months, and as they are sharing their life and their experiences with you and their history, you see them with such respect and awe? The fact that their lives have had so many highs and lows, pain heartache, wounds, as well as the joys of resurrection. Broken, but healed. You marvel and you stare at the person in front of you because you would have never known what they have been through just by looking at them. Their demeanor and bearing show no sign of their trauma, their suffering. And because they have overcome so much, and they've shared that with you, you thank God. You thank God that there is deliverance and healing. And you thank God that they trusted you enough to be open and share. This takes humility on both sides. And this is at the heart of true community. Without humility, trust is not nurtured. Humility is one of the foundations of the beloved community. One final image. Imagine a mother and father who looks at their child who is going off to college. As they unload the car and take their son or daughter's belongings to their dorm room, their mind begins to flood with memories, maybe their baby's first steps, the first time they rode a bike without help, the joy of seeing them go off to prom. Now they're all grown up and ready to face a new chapter. And the parents say to themselves, I can't protect them like I used to. They have to make their own decisions now, make their own way in life. But no matter what, I will watch and I will support in any way I can. And I will stand on the sidelines while they make their way, cheering them on each step of the way. I stand in awe of the person they are becoming. I'm proud of them, and I'm so excited to see what the future holds for them. For me, I imagine God looking at each and every one of us just like this. God is proud of his creation and stands like a proud parent, cheering us on to explore and stand in awe of his creation, to open ourselves to experiences and to one another, and share and trust and love. Humility. Our God is never too far away when we need help, reminding us that he's got the whole world in his hands, and it is very good.